go.
Did you know that you were going to be shirtless for the interview?
I'm shirtless most of the time. I'm allergic to shirts.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Going underground with Jessica Delfino.
Today on the newsletter, I'm going to sit down and talk to Randy from Sunnyvale Trailer Park with the Trailer Park Boys, and we're going to chat a little bit about his upcoming tour. He's going to be in Stroudsburg, PA on April 1st, and I'm going to be opening for Randy. Yeah, me. I'm super excited. Chris Jones and Brad Todd are going to join us as well. Tune in, check it out, get your tickets now for the Cheeseburger Picnic. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be at Signature Saloon. I'm also going to be performing at Vault on April 4th, and that's going to be a great show. It's in their upstairs room. If you've never been before, there's a full bar there. They have a great menu. Get your tickets now on Eventbrite. Now on to the interview. Well, I'm really excited to get to sit and chat with you, Randy. I've heard so much about you, and from Shell, he was telling me all this good stuff.
Shell is from just outside of Calgary, a little town called Carstairs, Alberta. And I met him, me and Mr. Leahy, good old Mr. Leahy, the best trailer park supervisor in the whole world. We won an award, Jess, with the IATPTP SAATPS with this under Mr. Leahy's tutelage, which is the International Association of Trailer Park Supervisors and Assistant Trailer Park Supervisors. And we did a lot of plays at the Blandford Recreation Center here,
Mm.
Mr. Leahy and I, and we were contacted by an agent, and it just so happens that Shell and his brother Jason, they are in a band called the Polygesters, and they were with the same agent that me and Mr. Leahy were with, and we took our show on the road and met Shell and his brother Jason and the rest of their band, but they showed us the way of the road. So, and they opened up for us, and he plays ukulele, and he's a good singer, and he makes a pretty darn good cheeseburger, I must say.
So you're on tour right now, which is amazing. There's a big call out there for shirtless fellas from Sunnyvale.
Right.
And you fit that very niche market.
Well, I do. I am shirtless. I am from Sunnyvale, and it's pretty amazing. I think the world's a little bit of it's in a poop zone right now. And everybody needs to be cheered up, and that's why they like going to a cheeseburger picnic, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it doesn't seem to matter if what time of year they happen. It could be right in the winter or spring or
Who
summer.
doesn't love a cheeseburger picnic?
That's right. Everyone likes just to come out and get a little silly and play
Yeah,
some games and have some fun. Some people have a few drinky poos, but
that's what
I
I'm
always
hearing.
tell them they have to pace themselves because that's what my good old pal Mr. Leahy would do. He'd pace himself.
Well, the cheeseburgers soak that up nicely, so it's a good combination.
You do. You need the right liquor to food ratio,
Hmm.
right? Otherwise, Mr. Lay used to say, "Let the liquor do the thinking," which is not always the right thing to do, or the liquor will figure it out. I mean, sometimes it does, Jess, and sometimes it doesn't.
And
So
how's the tour been going so far?
I always have great times on tours, and you know what, the fans are the best part for me. I always just say you should come to Sunnyvale and we could have a cheeseburger picnic back at Sunnyvale, but people got to work and stuff, so you can't always get away. So hey, sometimes I get to come see them.
You're traveling all over America right now, and you're not from America, so essentially you're like on vacation in another country when you go on tour.
That's right. Well, I've been coming down to America for a long time. Like I used to do some work down in Florida, construction work, and sometimes well, Smoky would. Anyways, I've got a close attachment to America and the best cheeseburgers ever. Best.
Thank you for saying that.
I have to say, I just can't so it's my kind of place, really.
How do Canadian cheeseburgers compare to American cheeseburgers?
I mean, we do have this one chain up here, and it's called Harvey's, and it's sort of like a.
I've heard
Have
of
you ever heard of
Arby's.
Yeah, you've heard of Harvey's. Like the Subway makes subs, and then you have all your different stuff in front of you that you can put on your sub. Well,
Oh,
that's what
burger.
Harvey's does. They get put your burger, and then they say, "What would you like on it?"
I'm
So
into that. I like that.
yeah, and you need those veggies because it's roughage. It helps you go poo poo. The cheese will stall you up sometimes,
Sure.
but anyway, so
What do you
Harvey.
put on yours? Like what are your favorite toppings at
It
Hardee's?
depends. Like I usually do like, ketchup, mustard, and some pickle, and maybe if you have grilled onions, that's great. But I also like raw onions. But it depends if you're going to be kissing anyone because
Hmm.
onions. But but a good smash burger, I've been liking those smash burgers out there. And like less, I like a burger that fits in your mouth. So if you got too much stuff on it, you don't want to put 10 onion rings on your burger. You just want to put a couple just to get
Hmm.
the flavor. You know?
Yeah,
So,
totally.
yeah, but you know what? You can put almost anything. I'm not so much into the fancy schmancy ones, like putting peanut butter and bacon and stuff like that. And
That's
I put
lovely.
peanut butter on toast and bacon with eggs, but on a burger, I kind of stick to the normal types of things, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's reasonable. And have you found an American burger that really speaks to you?
Well, I like it. I find that it's pretty quick when you go to like Whataburger or In-N-Out Burger.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
We don't have those by Sunnyvale. You can always seem to find in a town like, sometimes someone says go here, and it might just be called Mom and Dad's or something. And
Those are the
all,
best.
all, all of a
Love
sudden you
mom
get
and
this.
dad's.
Yeah,
Like a lady cooking burgers in her living room or something. Those are the best. I love that.
burgers made with love.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
And
So,
maybe a couple cat hairs.
oh yes, that has to
You kind of
that.
need that in there. I'm so glad that, touring has been going well. Cheeseburgers have been going well. Where have you been so far? Where are you right now? Like where are you patching in
I
from?
don't tell anyone that information just because, yeah, I don't want anyone to kind of try to track me down. You don't talk to strangers. That's the way. That's the way. If there's ever strangers in Sunnyvale, you don't just tell them all your business.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. You got to keep your business private. I know that you're going to be in Pennsylvania, though, a whole bunch. You're going to be where we are over here in our corner of America. And not only are we in Pennsylvania, but we're in a very specific part of Pennsylvania, in case you're not sure, called Northeast Pennsylvania. You're going to be coming to our Northeast quadrant, and it's its own state. It's got its own colloquial wording, its own food types, its own personalities, different than Southeast PA.
okay, I didn't
Totally different
know.
than Central PA, so it's kind of got its own thing. And you're going to be right in Stroudsburg, which is part of the Poconos. Have you ever heard of the Poconos?
I've heard of him, but I thought that he would used to be a puppet, didn't he?
The Pocono puppet?
Yeah,
I don't know about that one, but
Geppetto. Yeah,
Geppetto?
yeah,
Oh,
Geppetto Pinocchio's.
Pinocchio.
Oh, that's it. That's what I was thinking about.
That's funny. No,
That was a good
no, there
story.
are a lot of liars here, but no, Poconos is like it's like the mountains kind of, and there's a lot of trees and hunting and fishing and cabins and vacation sort of vibe and hikes. Appalachian Trail runs through here. So it's it's got a lot of kind of tourist and energy, but also a bunch of locals. Our town of Stroudsburg, it has, I don't know, I want to say like between 6 and 8 thousand people. It's bustling. We've got stoplights, you
I
know.
love it.
We've got a
That's my
Walmart
kind
in,
of
in East
place.
Stroudsburg, and don't get confused. East Stroudsburg, just over the creek, that's a whole other world over there. This is
Well,
Stroudsburg.
I'm looking forward to enjoying it all.
You're going to be at the Signature Saloon, which is a great venue. They call it Nashville in Stroudsburg. So you're going to get to see that whole, and they're going to just love meeting you and coming to the Cheeseburger Picnic.
I love it. That's what we're talking about.
We're really excited too because you don't usually do this, but you're having a couple locals open up the show this time here.
A couple little comedians. Yeah,
A couple
yeah. I
locals.
like comedy.
I'm one of them.
Well, you're funny already.
I play songs, I play music, so we're gonna have it. And you said there's gonna be music in the show too, right?
Yes.
Music and games. What else can people expect?
We talk a little bit about Sunnyvale, and we do just have contests and whatnot. So I'm thinking of doing some trivia.
What can
So,
people win? Oh, people love trivia around here. That'll go. I think that'll work.
well, like sometimes they win really neat stuff that we have. I always like to have maybe some spatulas or some oven mitts or, like it's those are the things people need really. That's
Hmm.
best quality.
Aviator glasses.
Yeah, you need all that. You need, those things, and sometimes people like pictures that I have of me and Mr. Leahy over the years. So there's some of those too. So yeah, you know.
That's wonderful. Yeah, and so we're going to have a couple other local comedians. We're going to have Chris Jones is going to join us, and then a comedian named Brad Todd. I think you'll like meeting those guys, and they are so excited. Everyone's very excited to have you folks. We don't get a lot of celebrity visitors in the area, so it's a really big deal. People are really excited. I think you might have some shirtless folks there as well. They may
Well,
come.
that always makes a picnic feel like home when you have
Now,
some
when
shirt.
you go someplace and it says no shoes, no shirt, no service, how does that make you feel?
Um, I usually find a better place, one that allows it, because well, I don't wear shirts. I mean, sometimes if you're fast, they'll let you go in, but if you're too slow, they won't do it. Or you just get someone big to stand in front of you. I've ordered things over big guy before. Yeah, give me two double cheeseburgers, and but I've switched. I'm down to singles now.
Okay.
Well, I was having a hard time breathing, so you
Uh,
know, I switched to singles and I feel good. But
that's
I'm glad it's going to be good to see the comedians there. And I think what the world needs comedy. The world needs music. We need the arts is very very important, and it keeps everyone going in this world.
who's going to enjoy the show the most? Is it dirty? Is it clean? Do you swear? Is it tell me about that.
I mean, sometimes there's a little bit of profanity, but it's obviously it's what's for the fans of Sunnyvale Trailer Park,
Mhm.
and but at the same time, I've met people that have come to the show that didn't even know about Sunnyvale, and they said, "Oh wow, after seeing you, I'm gonna go on Netflix and watch your series because you're a funny guy, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just trying to just welcome everyone and have fun, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Okay.
if you're a fan of Trailer Park Boys and Sunnyvale Trailer Park, then you'll have a good time.
Has life changed since Sunnyvale Trailer Park started really getting the attention that it's been getting? Has life been a lot different?
Well, yeah, it's funny because people recognize me, when they see me. Like right now, this beard is gonna go because the winter months are gone. But people, the white pants and no shirt, they recognize me, and sometimes I get a free cheeseburger or
I grew up in Maine, which is pretty close to Canada, as you know.
yes,
And a
yes,
lot of my favorite musicians and performers over the years come from Maine, from Canada, such as like I really like. Tell me if you've heard of Bob Seger. That name rings a
yes,
bell. Bob
yes.
Seger, and is he's Canadian, right?
I didn't. You know what? I wasn't sure if he is Canadian or
Now
not.
I'm
I think
embarrassed. I think
he
he
is.
maybe I thought he was Canadian. What about Joni Mitchell?
Yeah, yeah,
She's
that's
great.
right.
Good old Joni. What about Rush?
Rush is definitely Canadian. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ricky kidnapped Alex Lifeson, the guitar player for Rush, when they were doing a show. So it wasn't very, he was a nice guy, but Ricky treated him pretty mean, I must
Oh.
say.
Tom Green's. I know he's touring too, also,
That's
and he's from
correct. Yes,
Canada.
he's a good Canadian. Yeah, he's
Quality.
crazy. He did crazy things, especially when he was younger.
Do you feel a kind of a kinship to? Are you like, oh, I can see a little myself in him?
Oh, I'm not quite that crazy, and I mean he's really also he's driven. I work hard, but then I like to have hit the honey bong and just relax. But I mean, back in the day, Tom was a rapper and a
Hmm.
skateboarder, and
Hmm.
you into music like that. He really does it all. But I used to watch his show when I was younger, and you know what? So if he lived in Sunnyvale, he'd probably be kind of be sort of like Ricky, and in the fact that he'd go into a mall and pick up the phone and say, there's a cleanup in aisle 7 or something. And you do crazy things and get the whole store all messed
Yeah,
up. And
he's
yeah,
really fun. But
I
that's
don't
so
think he'll get
cool.
arrested for it, but like he gets it up to some
Well, it
shenanigans.
was a different time. I think he was operating before, in the before times. Now, if you pulled that kind of stuff, who knows what would happen. But it's
True.
really great that we got a couple Canadians who are going to be here in America and two of my favorite Canadians. So I also want to just give some shout outs because you're coming all over Pennsylvania, actually. You're going to be in Pottstown, you're doing a show in Millersville, and you're doing a show in Northampton. So you're going to be bopping all around our big, beautiful state. And of course, in Stroudsburg on April 1st at Signature Saloon. I can't wait. I'm starting now. I'm getting my cheeseburger. I'm gonna like starve myself from now till April 1st so I can eat as many cheeseburgers as possible. And it's gonna be super fun.
All right, that sounds good. And I'm looking forward to. I've been to all over PA, and it's a beautiful state. So
Yeah.
now I didn't quite realize that, like you said, it did like a intersection of 4 states or something. So now you've just taught me something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've taught me some things too. You've taught me about, how people treat people with no shirts at various stores, and I'm learning a lot. It's been, very informative and entertaining, and I'm so glad that you took the time. Thank you so much. Looking forward to
Thank
seeing you.
you.
Anything
I
else
can't
you want
wait
to
to
talk
meet you.
about?
No, no, I can't wait to meet you in person though. We're gonna have fun.
Where can people find all the dates to your shows?
You can find them at diamondmineagency.ca. That's the
Okay.
website. That's my promoter.
And you have
Or you
social
can
media. I've
go
seen you on social
to
media. I think I followed you.
my social media, Instagram at Pat Roach Official. So they're all on there, plus some other crazy videos. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to save a cheeseburger for you, and I'll see you on April 1st.
My routine is boring. My face is tired. My body hurts. I'm not feeling inspired. But somehow every day in some miraculous way I reach inside